Speak. Major themes. A la Shmoop. What are some of the major themes of this novel?
Language and communication are obviously huge themes. The novel is called Speak. Melinda spends most of the novel not speaking out about what she's doing, but finding other ways to write or communicate. Her last name, Sordino, seems to be maybe a play on the Spanish word sordo or sorda, which means deaf, unable to hear. So it's very clear that Melinda can't always communicate, and likewise, the other people in her life can't always communicate with her. Isolation is a really huge part of that. So the ordinary kind of teenage isolation that comes with being in school and dealing with cliques and friends who might like you or might not like you. What Melinda is experiencing is also a kind of experiential isolation.
Say what?
And when I say that, I just mean that she thinks that she has experienced something that maybe no one else has ever experienced, and that makes her feel totally alone. So it's really important later in the novel to understand that multiple people have experienced this. Violence. This is a novel all about different types of violence, actually. So we know all about the physical violence. When Andy rapes Melinda, that's really extreme physical violence. But there's also a lot of psychological violence when Andy continues to taunt her, but also when the other kids at her school are just awful to her. Those are all things that hurt her. We can see that because she gets more and more unhappy, more and more depressed. It ruins her relationships with her parents, or it threatens to do that. It makes her life tangibly worse. So these are all ways of hurting another person, whether or not you kind of physically hurt them. So we have sadness and guilt and blame and grief, and those are some of the big ideas that are always hanging around this novel.
What are some of the major themes of this novel?